Karyn Bryant for MMA Heat. I'm here with Anthony Rumble Johnson. We are inside the MMA Worldwide bus. It's a sweet life you got here right now. You're pretty hooked up. How you feeling? You got about a month and change, 2 months or so until your fight with Dan Hardy.
I feel great.
Yeah.
I feel great right now. I'm just cold, and but overall I feel good. The weight is coming on, and can't complain.
Do you get sort of bummed out that everybody asks you about the weight stuff? I mean, it is kind of something that you've had to, answer a few times now.
People ask me that every day, so I get used to it. It comes with the territory.
But you are going to stay at welterweight then, or have you really actually considered the middleweight move? I know that was something that, word was out there that you were thinking of.
The only reason I said I would move up to middleweight was just to get people to talk, and it worked. So, but I plan on staying at 170 for as long as I can. And then when that day comes, my body says no more, then I'll go up.
Well, you're young enough too. I think you're going to be able to keep the weight off for a while. Keep that figure.
Yeah, I try and keep it sexy around here.
It's working. The Josh Koscheck fight, that was one that I was actually surprised that didn't go your way. I think a lot of people were surprised at. Do you look back, understand what went wrong and what maybe you should have done differently?
Yeah, I should have went out there and did the best that I could. I held back a lot in that fight, but at the end of the day, I lost. And I really don't have any excuses. I lost plain and simple. So, I mean, no matter what he did, the whole faking the knee and all that stuff, he got in my head. That was my fault. I let him do that to me. I shouldn't have held back. And I just know, and everything I've always did 100%. And that was one of the few moments in life I can say that I didn't give it my all. And do I regret it? No, because it was a learning experience. And it made me learn to just go out there and be yourself and don't worry about really what your opponent can do.
Well, I'm curious what that felt like inside the octagon, because from my seat at home, I was screaming because it looked like a fake. It looked like a fake eye poke. I mean, what was going through your mind when this is all going on? You're like, it's not even the right leg. It's not even the right eye. I mean, what the hell?
I was in shock because I couldn't believe that he pulled that stunt on me. And like I said, it worked on his behalf, but it'll never work again.
Well, no, and it's not working for him right now. He got worked over.
Yeah, you know, and now he can really say his eyes messed up because he got his ass whooped with GSP, and I'm going to be the next if nobody else gets to him before I do.
Well, then, okay. So, yeah, the welterweight division right now,
Sorry for the language, kids.
We have Jake Shields in there now as somebody that have you followed his career at all? I mean, have you seen him and his progression? Do you feel that he's the person who rightfully should be challenging GSP right now?
No, he shouldn't. I mean, that's just the guy's honest truth. You got guys in there who really put it on the line. And go out there and take all these fights to get to GSP, and this guy comes in and gets one shot, and then he gets to fight GSP, which, I mean, you can't hate the man for, because that was just how it worked out for him. And same thing with Kane, like Brock Lesnar came in, had one fight, and then he got to fight, however many fights he had, then he had to fight for the title. Like Kane started from the bottom and worked his way up, so he had to go through thick and thin to get where he is, and that's why he's champion now. And I just respect guys more who really go out there and start from the bottom and work their way up. I mean, it's not that I have less respect for the guys who get one fight and then if they win, they get to have the title shot, because that's just how the ball goes sometimes. But I have just more respect for, the guys who really go through hell to get to the title.
Fair enough, but Jake has put in some time. It's just maybe not in the UFC, but he's defeated some tough guys, and he's working.
Yeah, that was other organizations. This ain't, that was other organizations. This is the UFC. You know what I mean? We got the best. You know what I mean? You got to go through the best to get to the best. And he beat one of the best, but he didn't serve his time yet. But I mean, I'm happy for him. He gets a shot. He's in a position that all of us want. So, I mean, kudos to him.
What's the best strategy against somebody like Dan Hardy, who we've seen has rubber arms and who apparently can really, go 5 rounds, take a long fight, not really a beating. He didn't take a beating, I don't think, from GSP, but he can definitely fight hard for 5 rounds. How do you beat him?
Knock him out. That's how you do it. Knock him out or submit him. And you see how hard it is to submit the guy, because GSP gave it his all to submit Hardy, and Hardy didn't give up. Right. I was at that fight, actually, and after the fight, I came up to Dan, I was like, dude, you just got everybody's respect. And you just got to knock a guy like Dan Hardy out. He don't quit. He has no quit in him at all.
Well, Anthony, thank you for talking with us, and I look forward to seeing your fight at 170 for the near and distant future, I guess it looks like.
Yeah, for sure. I ain't going nowhere.
Well, thanks very much.
You're welcome. Thank you. This is Anthony Romo Johnson. You're watching MMA Heat.